Well, well, well.
Well, there.
Hello,
Hello.
and welcome.
Hello, Brother Alex.
Hello, Brother Pat,
Brother Robert.
Brother Robert, Roberto, Bobby, Bobbert,
I like Roberto. Ooh, Bobbert.
B-Jokes. BJ, can we call you BJ?
No.
You don't want that?
No.
That's the first one he's ever put his foot down. No, not that one.
No, you can't call me blowjob, guys.
Well, I mean, there's people that are like BJ Novak, famous actor and writer. He's gone by that his whole life. BJ Penn, he's a fighter.
Yeah, but BJ
Probably
Penn is tough enough to pull it off.
But probably because, do you think he fought because his name was BJ and everybody made fun of him about that?
Well, you know why his name is BJ, right?
Because he used to get a lot of blowjobs?
No. I think it's James or Jay is what it is.
Sure
his name
it is.
But
That's
he
what
also
I'd say
has
too.
He's got 4 brothers and they're all named Jay.
Why?
But he was the youngest, so they call him Baby J, so BJ.
I don't like it.
Which is weird. Why would you name all your kids? That's some George Foreman shit.
Yeah, that's pretty weird. I'm not a fan of that.
Yeah, neither am I.
I don't
But
approve.
you know what? I'm not going to say it to his face because he'd kick the shit out of me.
Well, right. But he's also Canadian, right? So he's going to have to be polite, isn't he?
No, he's Hawaiian.
Who am I thinking that's Canadian? That just fucking
William
came
Shatner?
back. That just came back and fought.
I have no fucking idea, man.
Okay, well, never mind. BJ Penn is totally...
No, he's Hawaiian. Where the fuck did you get the idea
not
that he's
Canadian?
Canadian?
Well, now this is awkward. This is an awkward start. Yeah, he's Hawaiian.
Yeah, no shit. I just fucking told you
God
that.
damn it. I'm thinking...
I love that we got a lot of trust here built up already.
Yeah,
Alex.
yeah.
Piece of shit. I'm all about, dude, all I have in this life is useless sports knowledge. Trust me on
Yeah.
this shit.
I should have... it was George St. Pierre. What am I thinking of? I don't know why I got that...
He hasn't come back and fought.
GS... No, he did, and then he won. But
Right,
then
I
he
thought
just
he still hasn't
retired.
fought yet.
Yeah, no, he
Dude,
did.
that was 3 years ago.
No, it was last year. GSP, I guess BJ, GSP, that's what I got it mixed up with.
That's actually understandable.
Fuck me, right? I don't know. I don't
Great
know what
start.
I'm talking about. Anyways, yeah, we usually start off with where you been. So I guess we can get started off. Or I guess before we get to where you been, so this is something that it's not really where you been, but I've kind of noticed that well, no, we'll just get into it. We'll get into it, and I guess I'll turn. Oh, all right, I'm shutting up.
Where you been? 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 Where you gone? Where you gone? Since you been up? Where you been? Where you been? Where you been?
Okay, so technically this is a part of where have I been, but so over the weekends, I've been getting up, and my clock is I get up earlier just because I get up really early in the mornings most days, and so I've been getting up earlier on the weekends, and on NBC they'll have soccer on, and I'm kind of just
Football.
Well, I call it soccer because I'm an
'cause it's
American.
fucking soccer.
It's soccer, and even though we don't really use our we don't really use our feet as much as them, we're gonna call it football here. But that's what I've always known it as, so that's what I'm gonna stick with it as. And I've noticed that that's always on TV. So do we need to be a soccer podcast?
Nope.
You don't want to be a soccer podcast?
Nope.
We could get in. I was just wondering, what should we be, an EPL kind of podcast?
If anything, it would be EPL. Because
EPL,
I do like
maybe
Man U.
the La Liga, Bundesliga, possibly.
Nope.
Or do we just stay local and go Dynamo? Because I'm a hardcore Dynamo fan when it comes to my favorite soccer team, I guess, if you ask me. But if we're gonna be a soccer podcast, we got to pick a team.
It would have to be the Dynamo, but also I'd feel bad because I don't care enough, and I'm not going to go to a Dynamo game.
You don't want to go to a Dynamo game?
I do want to
It's
go.
like a big party,
I do wanna
isn't
go,
it?
and I've heard it's a lot of fun, but I fucking know I'm not. I really want to go see the Sabercats, the new rugby team.
I think
but
they're
I'm probably
done
not gonna
at
fucking
home.
do that anyway. So
My brother's gone to a couple games already. He said
dude,
it's
they
pretty
can't
fun.
be done already. They had the first game a week and a half ago.
No, they had their final. Maybe they play their final game here this Saturday.
I mean, this
might have been over
It's
then.
not a first official season anyway. This is a warm up season, and the next year is when the show
really?
starts. Yeah.
Bobby Jokes, what are your opinions on soccer?
I am not a fan.
You're not a fan?
No.
That's
Good man.
a surprise to me.
Why? Is that Hispanic?
I
You
don't know,
seem
you do kinda
seem
seem
like
like you would
the
be.
kind of guy that might be into some soccer. No, not dribbling the old ball around.
Nope.
I went through my soccer phase. I'm done with it.
But it's a World Cup year, so if we're gonna be a soccer podcast,
Well,
I
that's the
really
only
think
time
we
you have
gotta
to care.
commit. We
No,
really gotta commit now. No,
USA
because
soccer
now
is
we'll
all
have
that matters.
we'll have some legitimacy if the World Cup comes around and we're a soccer podcast, we're like, well, duh, we've been doing soccer talk for months now.
The U.S. didn't qualify.
We didn't, so we got to pick another.
So we really don't have to.
Well, this is why we get to pick a country that we get to support too.
No, I don't support other countries.
Well, no, we're not really. We're still Americans, but they're like our ally country
Alex,
for the World Cup.
We've been supporting other countries for far too long as is. All right.
Oh my God, you're being such a digger about this right now.
America first.
So where do we go? America first. Every other place is the worst.
Yeah.
Right?
No, but seriously, like, no. Let's not.
You don't want to?
Dude, we got
I
enough
just think
shit
it's
coming
a
up.
great
Dude,
idea.
We got football season coming up. We don't have time to go into fucking soccer too.
You don't. I mean, come on. Like, but I think if we can just like, we don't really have to follow them, but we can just give out supportive tweets maybe, and maybe just justify like my Saturday mornings if I'm like up eating breakfast, I can root for that team, and then be like, it's for the pod.
Here's your team, Man U. Because
I don't want to do Man. Everybody picks Man U, so I feel like we got to pick like an underrated team.
That's who I've always kind of fucking been into, so that's mine. So fuck you.
Yeah, we can't do. We're not doing. Are we gonna go La Liga? Maybe we go.
We don't have to do shit.
Maybe we go Barcelona or Atletico Madrid, huh?
You can do what you want.
Atletico Madrid, not Real Madrid.
I will directly contradict.
Can you name 5 soccer players? Go. They're still playing.
Messi, Ronaldo.
Those are the 2 I know.
Hold on, give me. I know. Fucking.
Dilly Alley.
No.
Dilly Alley.
The goalie. Fucking.
Tim Howard.
Thank you. Samuel Eto'o is still playing.
Yeah, he used to be my fave when we played FIFA.
Wayne Rooney. We've got.
There's some of them.
I used
we
to
named
play
them.
FIFA, so I used to be better.
That was basically I played Ultimate Team on FIFA, and
I cannot fucking stand Ultimate Team shit.
I like it.
Play with who your team
I
has.
do not like it on Madden, but I like it on soccer because I don't follow soccer really, so I can just make it up. Right, because you know the team. But like when I don't really know the
Aaron
players.
Rodgers is my quarterback, and I've got every best player in the league on my team. Oh yeah, I'm better than you. No, you're playing with a created fake team. Fuck you. Play with a real team, you pussy.
Okay, I gotta tell you, if we were gonna pick a team, which the debate is still going on, obviously. Like we'll put this on a Twitter poll. Should we have a podcast team, like an official team that we support? Because they have like podcast or not. Or they have like sports bars that have like, oh, this is the bar that we go to watch LSU games. We could be the podcast that people come to get just a quick once a week update on how our boys are doing over there. So like I'm just looking at the German league. I'm just feeling like the names are too difficult to pick a team. Like we've got Bayern Munich, but you can't just go with the front runner, right?
Dude, Bayern Munich
we're
is
not,
the shit, though.
But we're not just front runners, though. We got to pick somebody that we can fall behind. Like if we were going EPL, I like Leicester City. Leicester City, the Foxes, because I used their jerseys on Ultimate Team one time, and then they ended up like surprise winning, and they were the Foxes.
If you want a team, I know who our team is then. West Ham United.
West Ham. Okay.
Yeah. Straight up Green Street hooligans on this shit, man.
Is that what that is?
I can support some West Ham.
Are we going to do West Ham? Okay. Are we Bobby Jokes, are you in with this?
I already know their fucking chance.
You don't want to go with Schlocky
Nope.
in the German league or RB Leipzig?
I'm sorry, do they have
what about Mönchengladbach?
Is their fan song just screaming blowing bubbles?
What?
No. Yeah. Dude, West Ham's fucking fan chant is just this song I'm Forever Blowing Bubbles, and it's fucking awesome.
Are we about to be a West Ham podcast?
We're not going to be a West Ham podcast.
We're a West Ham. We're a West Ham podcast.
We support West Ham. We're not a West Ham podcast.
No, we're a West Ham podcast. We'll give you an update on how we did every podcast week. Every week.
All right.
Well, how did our boys do? And then we'll pick favorite players.
Yeah. All right. Fuck it. If you're going to make me do it. God, you're turning me into Chris.
No, Chris would have just never done it.
Well, you also don't have a fucking choice when you're on the other side.
So this is it, huh?
You should have pulled up the Green Street Hooligans ones though, because it sounds better live. This is just weird. But I'm forever blowing bubbles, pretty bubbles in the air. They fly so high, they reach the sky, and like my dreams, they fade and die. Fortune's always hiding. I've looked everywhere.
Okay. I can get behind this. We already got fight song. We're blowing bubbles.
Pretty bubbles in the air. Except when they sing it, it's like 2 or 3 times faster than that.
Yeah, we might.
So it doesn't.
We
Like,
might
drag
throw
out
that on the stuff from the show page. Okay, so we gotta pick favorite players now.
You gotta give me a week.
Yeah,
I'm
we'll
not gonna just
we'll do
Google
some
shit right
research. We're gonna do some research, obviously.
now. But yeah, also if you haven't seen it, go watch Green Street Hooligans, Alex. It's fucking amazing.
Green Street Hooligans. Well, obviously, since West Ham is my new favorite team,
Yeah.
I'm going to watch Green Street Hooligans.
It's a good movie too.
I might buy
Elijah
FIFA
Wood.
this week too, which means I'm really into it.
Elijah Wood and can't believe I'm losing his fucking name, but he played Jackson.
Oh, dude, I got bad news for us though. I just looked at where we're sitting on the table.
Oh, it's not good.
The table, as you know,
Yeah.
if you're into soccer lingo like we are, since we're a soccer podcast now, we're 14th on the table. That's the standings.
Yeah, but
we not great.
We got strong hooligans.
How many get what's it? It's relegated. How many get relegated? Is it 3?
I have zero fucking idea.
If it's 3, we're good. If it's 6, we're barely good. We're just on the inside. So hopefully we don't get relegated. That'd really suck. Then I think we'd have to pick a new team. Or maybe we just wouldn't be a soccer podcast anymore.
Yeah.
But we're going to learn these guys. And when do we play next? We play Saturday. We play Burnley. Oh, fuck Burnley, right?
Yeah, dude, fuck
Fucking
'em.
Burnley FC. Good luck. They don't have a shot, were they?
They're
Are
Burnley
they
even good.
Yeah, we're going to Burnley them.
All right,
This
let's
7th.
move
No, you want to keep talking soccer, dude? We're just talking about our favorite players.
We don't have any favorite players yet, though.
Mine is Reese Oxford.
It's a strong name.
Reese Oxford. That's
Strong
really
name.
why I picked him. So we're a West Ham podcast, everybody. Welcome. You're now part of a cult and a West Ham supporters club.
And we're forever blowing bubbles. So
We're
get
forever
on
blowing
board
bubbles,
with that
baby.
shit.
Let's do that. Also, where I've been, I went out and hung out with some friends from high school. Tyler Haney, you may remember. He
Appreciate the call on that one, buddy.
Hung out with him on Saturday. I don't know. I never think to hit you up, do I?
No.
I should have.
I'm-
We went out to
To be fair,
Avenue
I probably
Bar.
wouldn't have came.
Oh, yeah?
I was doing nothing this weekend, but we'll get to that.
Well, I went out to Avenue Bar where we've done the live podcast, and I saw engineer extraordinaire Alec Vitrone, but I'll get back to that later. We hung out there, and that was fun. And then on Sunday, I got to hang out with Bobby Jokes a little bit and went to do the meat raffle for the Rod Ryan show out at Lucky's Pub West here in Katy, and it was pretty dope. So
Yeah, I forgot about
we spent
that.
the whole day doing that. Yeah, you forgot about us on that one. So
Yeah, you
I guess
also
we're
didn't
even.
fucking text me to remind me.
I
Hey,
guess-
coming to the raffle
I guess
today?
we're even. I didn't want to bug you, dude. I thought maybe you were busy. I know how you are. You get busy on the weekends, dude.
I'm never busy.
So I did the meat raffle. We raised $16,000
Holy shit.
for the Lone Star Veterans Association. So
Dope.
that was pretty cool. So well done, Rod Ryan. And it was thank you for everybody that came out if you listened to both shows. So that was pretty cool. That's what we've done. Bobby Jokes put together a pretty dope video. I'll throw up on the stuff from the show page. Bobby Jokes, did you have a good time? What'd you think? What were your critiques? How many ladles of gravy would you have given it?
Probably all of them.
Oh yeah, 5 out of 5. Ooh, good.
There was a lot more people there than the first time that I went.
It was packed. So it was a good time, and a lot of meat was given out. We even had like a wine and cheese round, which was pretty dope, and a
Whiskey
dessert
and
round.
steak.
Yeah, whiskey and steak round. It was great.
If you had told me there was a whiskey and steak round, I would have.
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, it was awesome. It was a lot
right,
of fun.
next
And then
one,
like the silent auction
I'll be
stuff
sure
was
I'm
going
there.
pretty cheap, and everybody was getting good deals on stuff. It was awesome. You could have gotten a lot of Astros signage. It was pretty fun. So that was what I've been into, and now I'm into soccer, I guess.
No, we already did soccer.
No, I'm saying, but now I'm into soccer.
Oh, you're in
And
it.
so that's another
I was
thing.
like, don't fucking do it.
Oh, I did finish that. I finished that show, Waco. They had the series finale was last week. Finished that, and it was pretty great. I definitely I would say 4.5 ladles of gravy out of 5.
Really?
At least 4. Let's go 4 ladles of gravy out of 5. I would give it.
Good, because I forgot every show
I'll get
I
four,
said
no,
I was
4.5.
gonna watch last
4.5.
week.
It's good. It's a good show, and it's not 100% historically accurate, but it's a
No shows are.
dramatized version of it, and it was entertaining, and everybody did a really good job. Michael Shannon, Taylor Kitsch, all the people in it were really good at acting, and yeah, I definitely recommend Waco. And I got even more deeper into it. I was reading his David Koresh's interprets of the 7 Seals.
Well, I mean,
I'm not a biblical kind of
if you're
guy,
gonna
but
be
I
a
was like, I
cult
want to
leader-
know what this is. So now, like, I'm about on seal 4 guys. So don't worry.
If you're
We've
gonna be a
almost
cult
got
leader,
this.
you gotta know. You gotta see the patterns and know what to go for.
Well, I didn't want to be like a biblical
right.
cult. I just wanted to be like a cult.
Well, that's
cult.
what I'm saying. You gotta
like a
understand the
hangout
patterns,
cult.
but you gotta know where to turn away from
Yeah,
what they
so
did
that's
wrong.
it's basically like I'm studying film. I'm just going over
Exactly what
notes,
you're doing.
going over notes, looking at the playbook. That's what I've been doing.
I
But
like that.
that's where I've been.
Nice. I was at home
Oh, ooh, that's
all
fun.
weekend. I did not. I seriously probably played 8 hours of video games on Saturday.
Nice.
Just fucking. I was tired all week. By the time I got to the weekend, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make the active decision to do fucking nothing, and it was the best weekend I've had in fucking like a month.
That's good. That's
it was
good.
Just, it was great. I got so much rest. I fucking just hung out, drank a little beer. I didn't even drink that much. I had a couple drinks here and there, but for the most part, I was just chilling, playing video games, watching TV.
What were you playing?
A lot of Assassin's Creed, a lot of Call of Duty, some NHL 18.
Nice. You need to get on GTA, bro. We can run some guns. I've been like, I've starting some enterprises, dude. I'm making a lot of moves.
You need to get on NHL 18.
No,
That's what needs to happen.
I'm very busy as as an entrepreneur.
See, I got
on
3
GTA.
games going right now. I don't got time for
GTA, dude. We can run a drug ring.
Bro,
ring.
my
It's
boys
great.
are trying to get me on Fortnite right now too, and I'm trying to debate whether or not I can pick that.
I don't know what
if I have the
Fortnite
time.
is. I mean, I know what it is, but I don't want to play it.
Yeah,
because
see,
everybody gets
that's what I
addicted.
keep saying. I don't have time. I'm already
It's
playing
like
3
WoW
games.
when World of Warcraft was big. Remember, like when everybody was into that.
Wow.
Wow.
You gotta say it more through the nose. Wow.
Remember when World of Warcraft was really big, and I never touched it because I have an addictive personality,
Yeah.
and was just like, I know if I get into this, I'm gonna be one of those guys,
Don't
and
do
I don't want to
Fortnite,
do
then.
that.
By the way, breaking news for you, Alex.
Uh-oh.
The Giants just traded for the Rams linebacker Alex Ogletree, so that's a good addition for you guys.
Nice. We needed a linebacker.
2 draft picks. Doesn't say what they are, but
I would
I'm sure
hope
by
it's
the
not a
time everyone
first-round
listens
pick.
to this, we'll know. No,
Yeah.
you're not giving up.
So this
a
is
first and
breaking
something.
news later.
Yeah,
It's delayed breaking news. We usually do future news, but we need to bring that back.
we do. We should. Work
Maybe
on
we'll
that.
do that next week.
Possibly. Yeah.
We'll do that next week. We also got a good mock draft for you guys this week. But that's where you've been, huh?
Yeah, that's where I was.
What about you, B Jokes?
Well, I was at the
He was raffling.
raffling. It's a meet.
I was
Sunday.
raffling.
Yeah, but Saturday I was with Sam. Her niece had a birthday party. She turned 10.
Ooh, would you get a 10-year-old for a birthday
I got
present?
her nothing.
Good man.
No, she had a birthday party at an ice skating rink at Memorial City.
Ooh, yeah, I've been there.
But that was the first time that they ice skated.
You try out the ice.
I didn't.
You go out there and test out the old rink.
No, someone there, a girl, I'm not sure if she was maybe a teenager. She slipped and like broke her ankle.
Does that make me a bad person?
I was just laughing because you were laughing, but now it's maybe get better at skating, you know, right? Like that's I guess why they have lessons.
Yeah, I guess so.
Did you laugh?
No, I didn't laugh.
Like on the inside a little bit?
Oh, so you're a better person?
Oh
than me?
yeah,
Okay.
way to brag about it, Bobby Jokes.
No, I mean, like, she screamed really loud and happened, and we didn't know where it was coming from. Thought it was coming from like the fireplace area.
Yeah. You thought she was in the fire? Someone fell in the fire, which probably would have been worse.
You like right now I'm picturing like a bonfire on the side of the rink that someone like flips over the boards and lands.
Bobby Jokes is once again just making that face where he's like, "Fuck both of you guys. I hate you so much."
So yeah, did that Saturday, and then Sunday raffling some meat.
Raffling.
That might be my new favorite word.
Raffling.
Raffling. What are you guys doing this week? Oh, we're doing some raffling.
Well, we're just raffling off meat, boys and girls. All right, that's a pretty good way you've been saying, if I may say so myself, everybody.
I like it. Nice little weekend.
Our next, let's get it before we go into our next seg. Why don't I tell you guys quickly about who I got first? Oh, Pass the Gravy merch. Actually, it's sponsored by West Ham United, our
Unofficially.
official football club,
Official, unofficial.
soccer club of Pass the Gravy podcast. So West Ham, go there.
You don't even
Root
know
for them.
what their mascot is.
Ham, obviously.
No, it's the
Duh.
Hammers.
Why wouldn't it be a ham?
Because a hammer is tougher.
We're gonna get to a mascots whole.
Charlie
debate.
Hunnam. That's the other guy from Green Street.
Charlie Hunnam. Okay.
10 minutes later.
Thanks.
Sorry, guys.
That's good. The good thing it's a podcast and not the radio where people just
if
tune
we're
in
trying to get
randomly.
women to watch this, you tell them Charlie Hunnam's in it, they'll fucking watch the movie. So there you go.
Good point, ladies.
And Elijah Wood's actually not a total pussy in this movie, which is weird, but it works.
Okay. All right. Our next segment is brought to you by PassTheGravyMerch.com. Hey, Pat, did you know that St. Patty's Day is right around the corner?
I've heard.
We're about a week away, everybody. And if you go to PassTheGravyMerch.com, you can get one hell of a deal on a Pass the Gravy St. Patty's Day shirt. It's Lucky AF on it. It's got the Irish flag with the PTG logo. It's pretty great. And I've heard it brings you really good luck. So it's just $20. Check it out. And you can also get the Cult PTG members only shirt for $20, and you get that, and then you get the Doritos with it, or the off-brand Doritos, excuse me, for the Branch Gravidian Doritos. We're gonna give you those when you join. After you give us a 5-star review on the iTunes. It's pretty simple stuff. Yeah. And we've also got the USA shirts, the Bomb Pop shirts, the Pastros shirts. They've never not won a World Series. The Astros haven't ever not won a World Series when these Pastros shirts have existed. The famous Dallas killed JFK, people don't forget shirts. And then, of course, just the Pass the Gravy podcast logo shirts if you want to get those. So check it out, ladies. Don't forget, $1 less for you because we fixed the wage gap because we're just that kind of guys. We're helping people helping people. So go check it out, PassTheGravyMerch.com. Get that shit. And if you get the Lucky AF shirts, you might want to hit that rush delivery to make sure it's in here in time for St. Patty's Day. PassTheGravyMerch.com. All right.
I'm really hoping my shirt's going to be in the
It will be.
mailbox
You
when I
ordered
get
it
home.
in time.
Well, it could be as late as tomorrow. It was Monday through tomorrow. So, but I'm hoping when I get home it's there.
Yeah.
I'll be wearing it next week for the pod.
Yeah, and then you coming out on Saturday to Lucky's downtown next Saturday. Do it.
Probably.
It's gonna be dope.
Yeah.
It's gonna be dope.
Yeah,
Everybody should do that.
right now,
we'll take over. All right. Our next segment.
It's the comeback kid. The comeback kid of the week. The comeback kid of the week. Bitch.
All right. I will start us off with the Oscars. They're back.
Boo.
How about that? Who watched the Oscars? Raise your hand. Nope. Nobody.
Fucking
Nobody
crickets.
on the podcast watched the Oscars. So I saw some of the stuff because I work on a morning show and our job is to kind of cover that.
Yeah.
And Shape of Water, breaking news, won the Best Picture. And I think Benicio del Toro won Best Director.
Alternately known as Grinding Nemo.
Grinding Nemo. I like that. I don't
know
That's
who I
good.
stole that from on Twitter. That was making the rounds.
That's pretty good.
It's fish fucking.
Yeah. Well, it's about love, dude.
I actually do want to see it though, because I like weird Benicio movies like that. So
Yeah.
I figured
Have you ever seen the movie Tusk?
No, but I wanted.
It seems like a movie that would be like that, and I never saw that movie.
I don't know. My buddy who's a movie guy was like, it's worth, because he always because it's Benicio del Toro and like Hellboy and shit. Like in his mind, he imagined it was like a kind of like prequel thing to the fucking water guy from Hellboy.
Okay.
It's the same director, and like it's not, but like it's just kind of cool to think of it that way.
Yeah. That one, and then Gary Oldman won as
I love him.
Winston Churchill in whatever movie that was in, and then the chick from Billboards won.
Darkest Night or something.
I don't care. Darkest Hour, maybe. Maybe that was
That might
it.
be. I think that's it.
And then that was
The
pretty much
Billboards
it.
movie I really wanted to see. That actually looked really.
We
fucking
watched
good.
the trailer. I mean, I read the book, obviously. Get Out was what
The
I
wiki
picked
book?
based on just the books, and I thought Get Out should have won. It didn't win, but but what's his face got
Jordan
best
Peele?
screenwriter.
Yeah.
What he won an award, and that was cool. And then that was pretty much it. Also, comeback kid for this was Kobe Bryant, because he won an Oscar for best animated short, and it was about his goodbye basketball letter.
It was
that he
basically
wrote.
just Kobe blowing himself.
Kobe he narrated over somebody else's animated work. I don't think Kobe did it.
No.
But so you have back-to-back years. You have OJ winning an Oscar, and now you have Kobe Bryant winning an Oscar. So congratulations to athletes for winning in the Oscars. How about that? I guess Me Too also does not apply to Kobe, whereas everybody's kind of hating on all of these guys and trying to avoid them. Kobe Bryant, you're giving him an award after he allegedly, I mean, I guess
But
it was
he
dismissed,
was actually
but still
innocent.
He was accused of it. And so, a lot of times we don't really need proof anymore.
Yeah, he was accused by a succubus from hell.
Right,
who had to come up with an excuse because her daddy found out she banged a black man.
Allegedly.
Oh, no, they fucked. That's not alleged.
No, they definitely did. They definitely did. All right. Also a comeback kid, and just, I guess, Kobe Bryant basketball. Gambling is back for me, at least, because the conference tournaments are starting. Like the Big Ten already had their tournament, and now they're really ramping up right now. And so we're going to get to see that. We're going to have Selection Sunday on Sunday night. Now, I'm not a big college basketball guy until March. And then I kind of try and pay attention to the tournaments and then make my picks. Ooh, that team looks sneaky good.
Has the ACC had their tournament already?
I think they're playing, their starts today or tomorrow.
Okay. Because I gotta at least follow Notre Dame.
Yeah, so I mean, but it's fun to throw a little bet on there, wet the beak a little bit, and I turned $200 into $1,000 last March Madness, so it's possible, and you can win too if you wanna.
No, I can't.
Bet. I mean, I'm not really good at betting, but I was lucky last March, so that worked out. But gambling is back because then you get to have there's a game on at 12:30. There's a game on at 3. I'm gonna have a little bit of money on that game. I'm gonna throw a little bit of money on that evening game as well. Ooh, the Rockets too. Okay, I've been staying away from the Rockets. Betting on them though, just because they're too hot. When you're too hot.
I thought you were just meaning you were staying away from watching them. And
I watched them beat OKC last night.
I was about to throw this beer can at your head.
No, but just when a team's that hot, I always am nervous to bet on them. Or to bet on, not to bet against them, to bet on them, just because I know it's got to come to an end at some point. Like the win streak, I mean. So
yeah,
my money,
it has to.
My money.
But if we do win out the rest of the year, that's 35 straight wins. We set the all-time record.
That'd be pretty sick. I doubt it happens.
No, it's not going to fucking
be cool. So gambling is back for me. How about that? Also, I've got Wu-Tang Clan.
Wu-Tang.
Wu-Tang. They're not anything to fuck with. Neither are we. Nor is
we have that in common.
Yeah, that's why I think real recognizes real or whatever it is. I'm trying to think.
That's the gravy pot. Ain't nothing to fuck.
Yeah, yeah. No,
I feel like John could have done a better job on that.
Yeah, well, John was like a good. There we go.
John's got rhythm and I don't.
Yeah, that's very true. But Wu-Tang Clan is back because did you see this? Martin Shkreli has to forfeit it during part of his
good. Fuck that guy.
Acquittal or his lawsuit that he was convicted of. I think it was fraud and conspiracy to commit securities fraud or whatever it was. But that album that he's never listened to but spent all that money on and just had it sit there.
If you guys don't know who he is, he's the guy that the media called the Pharma Bro.
Yeah.
Jacked up the price of that cancer drug. He's a fucking dickhead.
Yeah, pretty much. But he was a capitalist, I guess. Not making it right.
Normally I'm cool with all that, but he was just such a blatant fucking dickhead about the way he went about everything.
Yeah, and if you don't know about the Wu-Tang Clan, they were just like, we're going to release one album, one physical copy of this album, and we're just going to auction it off and see who spends the most money on it. And he was the one person that did it and hasn't listened to it. So at least maybe now somebody can buy it and listen to it because it will be forfeited. So welcome back, Wu-Tang Clan. They're comeback kid.
I hope somebody buys it who is like, yeah, I'm just going to release this for free to everybody else.
Well, but it's already been released. You can listen to that album.
Oh, really?
There was only one physical copy.
Yeah,
So
I never caught that part of it. Okay.
Oh, that was the whole point. They were just like, we're only going to release one thing. So they made that much money on one album and they sold only one. Which is pretty dope.
Yeah.
Another thing that's back is Bumble. Now they have, I don't know if you saw this, if you've been reading the papers, you've been seeing the news.
Who reads the papers? It's a dying media.
They have been, they've said that they're going to start banning guns. If you have a picture on your profile, do you have a Bumble app? Do you use the app?
I do.
Do you have any guns on your profile? Did you go hunting?
Besides the 2 attached to my shoulders.
Hey, yo, watch out. You might get banned. So they're encouraging people to report people with guns or hunting pictures.
Douchey move.
But it's just don't use the app. Bumble has the right to do whatever they want to do. I'm kind of one of those kind of guys.
But it's also the thing where, your other option is Tinder, and Tinder's so trashy now.
Why is Tinder trashy?
It's just, I hate to be this guy. There's not a good crop. Not a good crop of candidates on Tinder anymore. Bumble's got the good ones.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Because Bumble, the chicks get to pick you, kind of, right?
Bumble, you consistently, like, apart from outliers, you're dealing with 6 to 9s mostly. Tinder, outside of outliers, Tinder, you're dealing with like 2 to generously 5s.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Tinder.
Okay.
Like, I don't know, maybe if it's just my search area, but it is not good.
But just
Tinder's only good when you're shit-faced now.
Do you have to have, like, my only question, and I'm not being a dick, is just kind of just asking, like, you don't have to have a hunting picture as your profile.
No, but sometimes you just look good.
You do,
maybe there's a
but
picture
just
where
maybe
you're holding
take
a gun
one.
where you look good and you feel good in that
Maybe
one.
just take another one, you know?
Yeah.
You can show them later.
I mean, also, like, yeah, you don't need to have them. Take another picture. It's whatever. It doesn't really mean anything. But also, who feels unsafe? We want.
No,
people
I
to feel
understand.
safe.
I completely
They're
agree with
just
you. I
gonna
think it's
fucking swipe
stupid.
left.
I think it's stupid.
If anything, it actually helps out your match.
I agree. I honestly think the same thing. Yeah, like, so you
If
don't
you
like
hate-
guns? This guy has guns. Okay, swipe wrong, or it's
Now
left.
they're going to swipe right. They're going to go on
swipe
3
right if
dates.
it's good.
She's going to find out he's got 16 guns, and you just ruined 2 weeks of 2 people's lives.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
So I think that's kind of silly. And then I guess along with that, they have the new sponsorship of the LA Clippers jerseys. So you know how basketball has had you can have one sponsor on the top right corner of your jersey. Now the Clippers are going to have Bumble. So they'll be like, just don't bring your guns. So it's really just like one of those like no smoking signs with a gun in it. Is actually what it is.
Yeah. Whatever.
So Bumble, their comeback kid. Welcome back, Bumble.
Gotta go Bumble.
All right, that's The Bachelor. Have you seen about this? The Bachelor's back in a big way now. Didn't watch, but from what we saw and what I've heard, because we've got a morning show I work on.
Yeah.
The Bachelor, I believe his name was Ari. He left the girl that he engaged. He got engaged to somebody, and then he went back for like the second place girl that he didn't get engaged to, and everybody hates him now, and that's all I saw on Twitter last night. So last night being Tuesday night, since we're recording on a Wednesday. So that's back. That's what's a comeback kid is The Bachelor, because
Hey, at least
everybody
he gave her
hates
the
that guy.
consolation prize of the prize money, because I assume there's prize money.
Do you get
for
prize
winning.
money?
I would assume so, because
I
you
don't
know
know.
it's not actually going to work out, so you want
Ladies,
the prize money.
Yes or no? Yay
Well, actually,
or nay?
you know, that being said, the women and men on The Bachelor, they're actually dumb enough to think that this is going to end in a happy marriage, which it never. I think like one
But
time.
you get a ring,
ever.
I guess, either way. If you win,
I guess so, but fuck.
got a ring.
Yeah.
But if you're the Bachelorette, you don't get to give a ring, do you? You just pick a guy and then he has to propose to you, right? I have no idea.
I don't know.
That's enough Bachelor talk for
Yeah,
today. You got one.
Bullpen cards.
Ooh,
Anybody who's a
I like
baseball
this.
fan out there, I hope. I don't know where Bobby went.
Of course.
Just fucking ghosting on us. Bullpen cards, or cart, I should say, are back.
Yeah, I saw that.
Major League Baseball, they had them for years and years. All it is a cart, like a funny looking cart that runs the pitchers in from the bullpen, but it's fun and it's goofy. And the Diamondbacks are bringing it back, and I'm fucking pumped about this shit.
So the Diamondbacks, you mean to tell me, they have a pool in their stadium, and now they have the dope-ass, like, helmet cart
Yeah.
that comes out.
And the best looking jerseys.
Those are the worst-looking jerseys. I would
The
argue.
Diamondback jerseys are dope, but no.
Those are horrendous. The grays,
the
it just looks like it's
the
wet.
Stroh's orange are the best looking jerseys.
The Astros have pretty dope
followed
jerseys.
closely by Red Sox green and then Stroh's throwbacks.
Red Sox look stupid in any jersey that's not just regular
Fuck
jersey.
yourself.
No, like them and the Cubs and I guess the Cubs do have those blue jerseys that aren't awful.
Well, I mean,
But like the Red Sox navy jerseys are okay, but other than that, like I don't like it when they rock the Reds.
I love their green jersey because like 4 years ago they wore them on 420, and I was like, "There's no way that's an accident."
Yeah. But like the Yankees never really throw an alternate in unless it's some crazy day
Well, the
or
Yankees
whatever.
suck,
it
and
is.
everybody fucking hates them, and they should all just die.
Wait, how far did they go last year? How far did the Red Sox go?
One behind the Yankees.
Oh, okay, because I just wanted to know.
Oh, I'm sorry, just because we had to play the
Yeah,
World
further.
Series
All right, well.
champions.
Oh, well, did
Yeah.
y'all go 7 games with them?
No,
Oh, okay, because Yankees did. Just want to make sure.
yeah, you're still.
And Bobby Jackson's like, "Fuck both of you. My
Yeah.
team won."
But yeah, bullpen cards, fucking back,
That's
baby.
pretty dope.
And I'm
So-
gonna push for the Arizona Diamondbacks are the only team doing it right now. I'm pushing for the Athletics to bring it back so that we can have Marshawn Lynch
Please,
driving
yes,
in their fucking car.
yes.
'Cause
Like
that's
when
just
you
the
say
best
cart,
idea ever.
when you say cart, what do I like? Well, immediately, my brain just goes to Marshawn Lynch, just running people over almost.
Well, see, here's the thing though. Your team's gonna be in the field while it happens, but I still picture Marshawn Lynch.
I don't want him running people over. I just want him doing donuts in the field. You know, like while they're hosing down the field, him just doing donuts.
That's exactly what I'm picturing.
Maybe during BP, get him one of those driving range kind of carts, and just let him do that out there while everybody's watching. And I'd just go watch Marshawn run into things.
Give Houston a cart, and we're just swinging. Fucking in our cart, slow as shit out to the mound.
So when I saw that you were going to bring back bullpen carts as a comeback kid, then I went and I was looking up bullpen carts. And did you know that the Mariners used to have a boat as theirs?
Yeah. By the way, they just re-signed Ichiro.
I saw that for a year, right?
Dope. 44 years old.
He'll retire as a Mariner at least.
Yeah.
So that's fitting. That's fitting. Got to start there. He can finish there.
I feel like we've cut him off like 5 times that Bobby wants to say something.
Bobby Jokes, what are your opinions on bullpen carts?
I don't really know much about them, but I know the Astros aren't getting one.
Yeah.
Which
I
is
want every team to bring him back.
Which is really just a way to advertise more, which I don't understand why they don't do that
to
more.
add for the fans. Like, it's cool.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
It's funny. And now pitchers
Why
won't
not?
have, and it helps maybe speed up the game a little bit.
By 8 seconds. But, whatever.
Yeah, that's true. Because they're still going to take their sweet ass time when they get out to the mound anyways.
Yeah.
Not to talk to everybody.
But also some pitchers, I think, like jogging out there just one more.
I wish there were more
I personally
teams.
fucking didn't. I would have loved to have a cart in high school to book me over there just because I'm lazy.
Yeah. But I wish there were more teams just that were going to do it, because I would have the bet at like how long until one doesn't work or one breaks down or whatever. But I bet there's still going to have something happen.
Dude, we could have prop bets.
As before
for how long it's
before
gonna
the
take
All
to get
Star
there.
break or after the All Star break, that something happens with the cart, like flat tire, won't start.
I don't think so, dude. It's
Are we
all
betting on
dude,
this?
it's
Let's do
electric
this. Let's
char-
put some money on
We're
it.
never gonna get a don't start because
Well, they have two carts. They have two carts.
Yeah, but they're electric. They charge.
Well, I guess one for each team. What if what if there's a surge or something? Who knows?
No, well then they got to
There's
jog.
a possi-
up and
I
down.
bet you
Fucking-
something happens. If
I
there
bet
were
you-
if
I
there were
bet
more
you it
teams doing
doesn't.
it, if there were more teams doing it, something definitely would.
Yeah, but for
The odds
one
are being
team,
my
all you got to
favorite.
do is upkeep
Right.
on 2 carts. It's not gonna happen.
So that's our comeback kids, huh? How about that, gang?
How about that?
All right, let me tell you about Blue Apron. How about some Blue Apron, everybody? Blue Apron is the #1 fresh ingredient and recipe delivery service in the country. You can get it all delivered to your door by going to blueapron.com/PTG. They send you a bunch of ingredients, and they'll tell you what to do with them, and then boom, you've got a meal in about 30 minutes or less. If you ordered from blueapron.com/PTG, that's our link this week, you would get beef and mushroom stew, pan-fried chicken, Italian-style shrimp and sweet peppers, red quinoa and roasted vegetable salad, mushroom and Fontana grilled cheese. That looks really dope, actually. You'd also get quick bucatini. Quick bucatini, that's a thing.
Bukkake?
Quick bucatini. Mexican spiced pork, and za'atar spiced chicken thighs. So that's a whole week's worth of meals if you order right now. Like I said, you can get it all by signing up at blueapron.com/PTG, blueapron.com/PTG. You're going to get $30 off of your first order and free shipping. So do it right now. It's easy. It's flexible. There's a variety of options and foods, and it's guaranteed freshness every time. So go to blueapron.com/PTG, blueapron.com/PTG. We're literally giving you $30 in free food and free shipping. Go to blueapron.com/PTG. Blue Apron, a better way to cook.
Do it.
Also, if you're, you bought your shirts through the PassTheGravyMerch.com, maybe you're doing some Amazon shopping, and you wanted to help out your favorite podcast, but you didn't want to donate money because we don't like just having our hands out, even though we're cool having our hands out, sort of. If you wanted to go through to the Amazon banner at PassTheGravyPod.com and then get to Amazon, they just want to know we created a little bit of traffic from our website to theirs, and it just gives them a little traffic, and it literally costs you nothing but an extra click, no money other than that, and we get a little bit of the profits, like the tax or whatever it is. If we get a tiny, if you spend $20, we might get $1.50 of it, and all of that goes back into the podcast and keeping it free. Not that it wouldn't be free anyways, but it pays for the web server and the hosting fees, and Bobby Jokes is getting pricey these days, and
Somebody's got to pay for his lap dance.
Right. Well, that's what he's getting, very, very needy with lap dances, and we're starting a cult, so it's very expensive. Any cost is appreciated. So Amazon banner, PassTheGravyPod.com, costs you nothing. Just help us out. Put some wind in the sails of your favorite pirate ship, PassTheGravyPod.com. Use that Amazon motherfucking banner. All right, it is. It's mock draft time. So last week, and I'm fucking pissed. Like, somebody pull up Twitter. Let's pull up the Twitter poll. Like, I am furious with the results because I put me first, then I put Pat, then I put Bobby Jokes just because his were so weird to me and I like so obscure. He went all quarterbacks, all quarterbacks, and I just wasn't. I was not okay with that. But Bobby Jokes won in our fucking poll. What was the final percentages of the poll?
All right, the final percentages.
Bobby Jokes has it. Do you?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Bobby had 44%. Alex had 39, and I had 17.
You had 17.
Fuck you, fucking haters, for hating on kickers. That's the only explanation I have because the rest of my draft was fucking bomb.
It was our mock draft of fantasy, or our mock draft of fictional football players. And Bobby Jokes, who was like the least into football out of all of us here, just like cleaned house. I was pissed. And like it wasn't even close for most of the time.
I took
it was
a
just
chance
like
on a kicker and it fucked me.
Yeah, it did. So is that like, does that linger with you? Do you like question what you're gonna do?
It's gonna change the way I draft everything for the rest of my life.
That'll be interesting.
No more taking chances
for the rest of his life.
Taking chances doesn't pay off. I've learned
apparently.
that.
So we're going to now do. We're trying to be topical with our mock drafts. In mock drafts, everybody on ESPN is doing a new one. It's Mel Kiper mock draft 3.7, and so is going first now. But we're just gonna start drafting everything else that isn't a mock draft, that isn't like being talked about on ESPN to get it going until the actual NFL draft. But this week, because like college basketball is getting big, March Madness is about to kick off, conference tournaments, like I said. Not just gambling is back, but like all the weird team mascots are back. Like, you get the Vermont Catamounts, maybe the South Carolina Gamecocks. Go Cocks! We're rooting for the Cocks, the Spiders from Richmond, or the Hokies, Virginia Tech. You got all those weird team mascot names and stuff like that out there. So I was like, why not make a mock draft about like college mascots? Now it has to be a college. Can't just be like the South Park Cows. They don't count.
It has to be their actual nickname, not just a weird mascot name.
And it's not like Brutus the Buckeye or Shasta the Cougar
or Rizzy's Scrody,
Mike the Tiger, Sammy Bearcat. It's the actual like team name that you would like. The Houston Cougars would be what you would go for.
So are we doing draft order now based off of last?
So
poll?
Since you came last in the poll, you are going to go first in the draft. Now it's going to go Pat 1, me 2, and then Robert. And we're drafting 4. Do you want to start? Do you know where you're going?
I know
your first
where I'm
overall
going
pick?
first. I'm coming out swinging because it's hard to beat them.
All right.
Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Just a great name. I know I might get hated on for that because a lot of people hate Notre Dame, but that's a great name.
Kind of a homer pick, but okay.
But it's a great name.
Yeah, but like, yeah, all right. Go with what you think,
Yeah.
I'm going to go with, now this is the best team name, I think, all around. In minor league baseball, you got the Macon Bacon, I think, has the best team name. Now, in college basketball, I guess, or college sports, I think you gotta, you're hard pressed to tell me there's not a team that's better named than the Stetson Hatters. I'm going to go with them. That's a hat. You named your Stetson, you're like, we're just going with the Hatters. That's perfect.
I mean, that's
a great name.
It is a perfect pairing of a name. I can't deny that.
Bobby Jokes, you got one?
Let's go the Gray Harbor College, the Chokers.
Who?
Grays Harbor College.
Grays Harbor College.
Yes. They're the Chokers.
Which I feel like is like what Bobby's already doing right now.
All right, well, he's choking. Okay, Pat, back to you for the first round. Now,
round 2.
Pat was really the only one that stuck onto a big board, I feel like. All of us went obscure after that. Let's see if Pat goes with the big name schools or if he goes to the tiny college. I like the mid majors. That's what Bobby Jokes and I trust in.
This is more of a mid major. It's still a D1 school, but the Wake Forest Demon Deacons.
The Demon Deacons.
It's just fun to say.
All right, I'm going to go next with, this is a pretty great one, I thought, and I probably could wait a little bit longer for it, but I don't think I'm going to. I'm going to go with the Arkansas Tech Wonder Boys.
That's pretty good.
The Wonder Boys.
Wonder Boys.
I thought that was a pretty great name, and I think they're like a D3 school out of Russellville, Arkansas. So Arkansas Tech Wonder Boys going second in the second round.
Bobby, who's your number 2 pick?
All right, let's go. University of California, Santa Cruz, the Banana Slugs.
Oh, I had them on my big board. That's a good pick, Bobby Jokes. You know, what would your favorite slug be? I mean, mine would probably have to be a banana slug. Can you think of any other slug that you like better than, like, if we're power ranking slugs, it's got to be banana slug, right?
Banana
Metal
slug.
slug.
What kind?
Metal slug.
A metal slug?
Yeah.
Oh, like a
Oh,
bullet?
that's pretty good.
Like the arcade game.
Oh, well, I didn't get that reference either. But okay. So the banana slugs off the board. Pat, what are you going to go with?
I think I'm going to have to go with the University of Louisiana Lafayette Ragin' Cajuns.
The Ragin' Cajuns. All right.
Alex is writing. So
Yeah, I'm having to write, so you guys have to fill time real fast.
Sorry, I got a little. Yeah, so I'm actually feeling pretty good about mine right now. I'm going big names though. You guys going a little more obscure, but I'm just going fun names, and I like it.
I had banana slugs as my next pick, so I'm fucking pissed that Bobby Jokes took that. What am I gonna go? All right, well, like, it's tough to go against the Wichita State Shockers. Mm-hmm. That's a pretty strong name for a team, and they're actually good at basketball now, so
Yeah.
it's appropriate that
Are
I
they
picked them.
still though? They were. For
They're
a
like
couple
not
years,
as good
yeah.
as they were, but they're pretty good still. So I'm gonna go Wichita State and the Shockers in my third round with my pick.
That's a pretty good pick. Bobby?
I will go with, let's see. How about Scottsdale Community College, the Fighting Artichokes?
Ooh, that's a good one. The Fighting
Fucking artichokes.
Artichokes. All right. Have you ever had artichoke before?
I
Yeah.
have not.
So you have two. I've also noticed this. This is a little sabermetric stat for everybody. Bobby Jokes has taken 2 teams with the name Chokers in them. So he went all quarterbacks last week. Now he's taken 2 teams with the name Chokers. He's got the Grays Harbor College Chokers and now the Scottsdale CC Fighting Artichokes. Okay. Interesting.
Now I was a little torn on this. I had a couple to go through, but I don't think I could live with myself if I didn't pick one team from Texas, the TCU Horned Frogs.
Damn it! I had them too on
Yeah.
my big board.
I'm trying to get some homer votes here to pump up my stats from last week. But the Horned Frogs, great name, great mascot.
I like it. I like it a lot. That's a good one.
Hey, and Andy Dalton went there. from
Andy
Kansas,
Dalton,
Texas.
KK Tigers. Andy Dalton. Man, that's put me in a tough spot. There's a couple of schools that I could go with. I mean, do I go Blue Hens out of Delaware? Do I go Anteaters? No, I'm gonna go with the Campbell Fighting the Campbell Fighting Camels. Excuse me.
The Fighting
The
Camels.
Fighting Camels out of Bowie's Creek, North Carolina, Campbell College. The Fighting Camels. Go Cams. That camel toe defense
I was
is
about
really
to-
going to shut them
I was
down.
about to say, do they call their kicker the camel toe?
They probably do. They have to, right?
They should.
Right? Or their whole soccer team. Since we're a soccer
Ooh,
podcast,
camel
we need to
toes.
be
Yeah.
we're a Campbell soccer podcast as well.
That's a good one.
Bobby Jokes?
All right.
Bring it on,
Mr.
Bobby.
Irrelevant in the draft. Who you got in your mock draft?
All right, I'll go Evergreen State College, the Geoducks.
Ah, that's a good one. That's a good one. All right. Evergreen.
Dude, perfect
State College.
timing on the music too. That was beautiful.
Yeah, well, way to go, us. That's teamwork. That's up
Super
in
duper
Olympia,
gang.
Washington, Evergreen State College. A liberal arts college. They don't actually have any teams, but they are the Geoducks. Did y'all ever watch Community?
Bits and pieces, not as much as I wish I had watched.
Their mascot was the human beings.
Yeah, I remember
And
that.
then also you have the South Harbor Institute of Technology, the Shits.
Dude, nothing beats RISD though. The Rhode Island School of Design. Their mascot is Scrody. Which for those of you who don't know, he's literally just a giant penis. Google it.
Pretty much, yeah.
It's fucking
Which
great.
I like that a lot. I think it's a power move.
You know, Rhode Island, we like to make power moves. You know, I was born there. That's
Yeah,
a power move.
The basketball cheerleaders go by the jock straps. Since the basketball team is the balls, since they support the balls.
I did not know any of that. All I knew about was Scrody, but that's good.
That's pretty
God,
good.
Rhode Island just coming out swinging.
Very much so. All right, guys, that was a solid little mock draft. I wonder what next week we'll have in store for us.
See, and
Mock draft
The good thing
wise.
about that one too is that's so up in the air. You have no idea how the voting is going to go on this one.
Yeah, so like what we're gonna do is we're gonna put together a little graphic. I'll put that out there, and then you guys, I believe, I'll put it out on Friday, and then go and vote for who you think had the best mock draft on our Twitter, and the results of that will determine the draft order for next week's mock draft of whatever it is that we pick that we think is topical. How about that? Look at us. It's a fun little segment I think we should be doing week to week for until the draft, at least, to tide you over, because everybody really just, that's what we all care about is the draft, right?
Yeah.
No, not me. Anyways, moving along, what is next? We got not cool, huh?
Not cool.
All right, we've moved along pretty quickly here today on the pod. Streamline. Waiting for my computer to work. It's not working for me right now. Oh, here we go. Wait for it.
Cool, man. Dude, that's not cool.
Not cool. Not cool.
Dude, that's not cool. Not cool, man. Dude, that's not cool.
Not cool. Not cool.
Dude, that's not cool. That's not cool. That's not cool.
All right, I got a pretty dumb one, or a pretty easy one that I can knock out. If anybody's good, does anybody have a good
You
one?
can go ahead and start us off.
All right, mine is just leaving your card at a bar, forgetting it.
Yeah, it's always
It's the
a pain.
worst. Now, like, I was at my buddy Packard's bar, Packard's Pub, or Avenue Bar, as you guys know. We've done the live podcast there. And I forgot my card there, but I had, like, paid the tab, so I just forgot to pick it up, which was even worse. It wasn't like... Actually, no, it wasn't worse. It'd be worse if you forgot to pay the tab, because then sometimes they tack on, like, 30% gratuity just because, or whatever it is. But I had to just, like, you always realize you don't have your card at the most inopportune time, where you're, like, paying for something. I was like, fuck.
Yep. Is that what happened to you?
Yep. And then I was luckily I had cash on me, but then you go and you just got to make like a trip, and so it's just like one more chore you have added onto your day. But that's a pretty simple not cool that I've got for this week.
Yeah, mine is just people ordering something off of a menu. You know, you not even going off menu. They order it, but then they don't want any of the ingredients that are in the fucking dish in their dish.
What do you
Like
mean?
we got a soup. It's like a spicy chicken soup with like poblano peppers in there. And can I get it? But can I get it without the chicken or the poblanos or the other thing? Like, no, dude. It's a pre-made soup. We just keep the soup and then we. So basically, the guy just wanted us to ladle out a shit ton of broth for him.
Well,
Like, dude, fuck you. Like,
I'm all for anything involving a ladle.
We'll give you more broth, but like you can't just like. It fucks everything up, because then the rest of the soup is fucked up. There's not enough broth in there for everyone else. And like, dude, fuck you. Just eat what it is. Just order what you want and fucking eat it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Like, don't go out to eat if you're like, oh, I'm on an all liquid diet. Well, then fucking.
I don't understand the idea. Like, I'm vegetarian. Well, you came to a burger joint. What did you think was gonna happen?
It drives me insane with that shit. Like, that's worse than off menu. Like, I hate that when people are like, can I get this? But can you not use the main ingredient in the dish because I don't want that part of it? No, you can get something fucking else. Then it ruins the dish. It doesn't taste right.
Yeah, that's weird. That's a good not cool.
Nah,
Bobby
fucking
jokes.
kills me.
So, my not cool is the fact that these past few weeks have been like really good for me. So I haven't had a not cool, and so it makes me feel like
Just bragging a little bit.
no, like something's just like
my life's going so well.
something bad's gonna happen soon. Like it's been too much good for too long. And now
It's like I
something-
said about like betting on the Rockets. Like you're on a hot streak right now, so you're like this has got to come to an end someday.
Yeah. And so
You like
it's
looking over
it's
your shoulder
suspicious, yeah,
all the time.
Yeah.
Like you hearing stuff. Who is it? Like what's going on?
Yeah, something like that.
Like, if you had to pick what would bring it to an end, what do you think it could be? Like what are you most worried about at bringing it to an end?
I don't know, something with car.
Car trouble. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
usually how it goes.
Yeah, that's never fun. It's never at an opportune time either.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, oh, good. I still have 30 minutes to make it to work. So I was like, nope, I was right on time, and now I'm fucked.
Or something pops up like, oh, sweet, I could really use paying $500 for a car bill right now. That's always fun.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's a good not cool. We got like they're simple, but effective.
But
I
they're
guess.
fucking annoying.
Yeah, and that's what the whole point of not cool is.
Yeah.
Really. That's a
It's
really.
not something that just kills you, but it just ruins
I mean,
your
sometimes
day.
it can kill you.
Yeah. Well, yeah, car troubles can.
Like I would say the Holocaust, big not cool, killed people.
I feel like that's a higher level than not
I mean,
cool,
it's
though.
really not cool, but it's, like if someone back in the day were having a podcast, they would probably, I bet you there were people that would have used that
Probably.
That's not cool.
I'm sure it was.
This SS, was it what they call them? Mm-hmm. Yeah, those guys, not cool.
The Luftwaffe.
The Heffenpfeife. I just made that word up.
Yeah, I didn't make mine up. That was actually their Air Force, but
Bildenkinder.
Blitzkrieg. The Führerbunker.
Perfektenschlag. All German. All German words.
So I'm still having that issue with my car where like I turn it off, the engine will turn off.
The lights won't?
Yeah, but like electrical won't. And like I don't know how long it's been, maybe 2 or so months. So that's annoying. But I've also done like absolutely nothing to try to fix it.
One of those problems that you just hope goes away.
My horn used to not work. Like sometimes it would just like when I'd honk it, it wouldn't do anything, and like I would know when I would, because I always double tap my clicker when I get out of the car to hear it lock, and instead of beeping, it just wouldn't. I would just see the lights flash and it wouldn't do it. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? Then like I'd get mad and try and honk at people, and it wouldn't honk. And it's there's nothing more frustrating than when you're trying to like honk and be like, fuck you, and you can't. You're like, damn it, I don't know how to tell you that I'm pissed at you right now.
Yeah,
but
the end of my last car's lifespan, the horn would just start going off when I started to turn left a little bit. So I just took the fuse out of the car that connected the horn, but it also like I had a car charger too, but like that was also connected to like the plug that you plug car chargers into and shit. So like I couldn't use that anymore either because like those were the two things on that one fuse. So like I couldn't honk, which I rarely honk, but when I honk, I fucking mean it, and you did something fucked up to deserve it. So like I couldn't honk at people and I couldn't charge my phone.
Well, like Bobby jokes with mine, when my horn was like just not working, instead of fixing it, I just like went about my life for like a month without doing anything, and finally like was getting my car tuned up and was like, hey, check out this horn thing. And then they fixed it. So, and that's that story that I didn't really need to share, I guess.
I enjoyed it.
Thanks.
We got
Thanks,
time.
buddy.
We're flying through.
Yeah,
this
we've had a pretty quick pod. I feel like I don't know, like I don't know what's going on. Maybe we're just gelling so much that we're not wasting everybody's time like we normally do. We're not wasting.
We
as
haven't
much.
gone off topic 15 times like we normally do.
We still have a bit, quite a bit though. But let me tell you guys quickly about Me Undies. Huh? It's always a good dick day in Me Undies. I'll tell you that much. Me Undies makes feel-good underwear that your butt will be proud to wear. They're going to be the most comfortable pair of underwear that you ever own. To check it out, go to MeUndies.com/podcast with tons of styles and patterns for both the men and the ladies. MeUndies is going to have the perfect fit for any person out there. MeUndies, the feeling is unmatched because they use a product that's 3 times softer than cotton. And if underwear isn't your thing, MeUndies also makes the softest socks in the motherfucking world. For 20% off your first order and for free shipping, all you got to do is go to MeUndies.com/podcast. That's MeUndies.com/podcast. One more time, MeUndies.com/podcast. Okay, wow.
Did you get Emma the MeUndies bra yet?
I did not.
God, you're such a shit
I
person.
sure am.
Yeah, get on that.
I sure am. I need to get some socks from them too.
Oh yeah,
I'm a sock guy. But I did get some underwear from them, and it's fantastic. I'm wearing it right now. MeUndies.com/podcast. Just one more hype. All right. Not cool. Or no, we're going to answers now. And this is the portion of the podcast where people always say, and Pat, I know what you're about to do, but don't do it. People always say there's no such thing as a stupid question.
Just stupid people.
I muted his microphone.
So I yelled it. I saw your hand twitch.
There's no such thing as a stupid question, but then you like ask the question, people make fun of you, give you a hard time, and you're just like, what you said? Like I guess like there's no such thing as like a question that won't humiliate me or have you try and do that. But what we're going to do here is always answer those questions, and that's what we encourage you to do here on Pass the Gravy. So you send your questions to answers@passthegravypod.com, or you can tweet them to us at PassTheGravyPod on Twitter. I am at Alex J. Middleton. Pat is at not Pat Dion, and Robert is at Robert Barbosa 03. Hashtag answers, it helps us find them better. And if you ask us those questions, there's no such thing as a stupid question. We're going to get to the bottom of it, and we'll answer it regardless of what anyone else has told you. So send your answers questions to us. This is our segment.
Well, if you just answer the question, why don't you just answer the question? Be honest, no big deal. Yeah, answer the question.
Don't change the subject, just answer the fucking question.
All right, let's start off.
Hold on. I got one that I forgot to type in there.
Go ahead.
And so we go first. Mm-hmm. I was just thinking randomly. Do either of you have like anything that's organized alphabetically or like color coordinated.
Only at work.
Yeah, most of mine is just like work stuff.
My personal life is a mess.
Like organized alphabetically?
Well, yeah, just at work.
I mean, I have audio and stuff. I guess I have audio in here that's organized alphabetically.
But it's done automatically. Something that you literally had to.
Well, but I
put
save it.
alphabetically.
I save it intentionally to like I'll save stuff like intros and stuff like as intros, so I know where to find them and stuff like that. But yeah, no, I guess no.
So. But no, I don't either. And like, one thing that really annoys me is when clothes or anything are organized by color.
Because you can't see it.
No, I just find it annoying.
You feel
like,
left out.
I get bored of looking at them. Does that make sense?
I
Like,
kind of
know
organize my
everything-
clothes a little bit. Like I have like my Giants shit is all in one area. I've got like Rockets shit in one area. I have my Rod Ryan clothes in one area. I have Pass the Gravy clothes in one area. And then I sort of sort clothes by like clothes, but not.
I have
like,
a pile
overly.
on top of my dresser.
Well, but mine's just like when I'm putting away clothes, like I just put them up. I kind of tend to just put them together.
Dude, it's rare that I put away clothes.
Oh really?
I'm such not. Dude, half the time it stays in the dryer until I wear it.
And you just turn it on for a second to
Yeah.
make sure it's not wrinkled. Yeah.
If I do that,
I just
Most of the
hate
time
I
don't
hate
even-
wrinkled clothes.
I don't care. Like I said, I'm a mess. So what's the question?
So it was if we organize shit.
Yeah. Just you
Oh,
organize.
if we
He asked it already.
no, I didn't think that was the question though. No, I don't organize. I got a pile of dirty clothes on the floor and a pile of clean clothes on my dresser / drying.
Sometimes I'll have clothes on the floor, but only because I know those are clean.
Yeah, I have I'll do weird shit with clothes.
You don't use the chair.
No,
You don't have a designated clean chair.
no, I don't.
But like sometimes if Emma's using the like if I left clothes in the dryer, Emma will set them on top of that, and I'll just toss them on my bedroom floor, and I just won't touch them for 2 weeks. And then it's like, damn it, I guess I gotta wash it or I gotta dry them again just to get them so I can hang them up because I don't like hanging up wrinkled clothes, like I said earlier. Not a big fan of wrinkled clothes.
I did laundry about maybe 2 or 3 days ago, and I still haven't put away the clothes. They're just in a basket on my bed.
It's like a mountain. In college, it would just pile up, and I hated it just because it's a chore and it's not really any work.
No, it's not.
But it's just it takes like 20 minutes max usually.
Yeah,
And
but I
it
don't
just
wanna do
feels like it's the last thing. Like, you can watch TV while you do it. You can listen to a podcast while you can do so much shit
Like,
while you do it. But
In
It-
college,
it
I
feels
at least
like so much
folded
work.
them and put them back into my basket, and then I just didn't put them away. Now
then you're digging through it every morning.
I don't even use a basket. Like I said, it either stays in the dryer or goes in a pile on top of my dresser, and then I just pick one. Like socks get put into sometimes usually.
yeah, I have a
still in
sock
the
drawer. I always sort socks. I hate losing socks.
Like I try to just like socks and underwear. Those get put in the drawer
Mm-hmm.
just because like it's a pain to dig through shirts and shit when you're trying to find a sock.
yeah.
But yeah, I don't even do a good job at that.
All right. Well, that was a good question, Bobby Jokes. Way to lead us off. Let's go with our first question. It's from Daniel Tom Chesson at Daniel_Blake on the Twitter. He's really challenging Sean Comets for his spot. He says chicken and waffles, just an excuse to mix syrup with chicken. So is chicken and waffles just an excuse to mix syrup with chicken? Have you ever had chicken and waffles?
Fuck it, dude. We have a great one at the restaurant.
I've never had chicken and waffles.
Dude, it's so.
I mean, I've had them
fucking good.
obviously both, but just
Oh,
not
dude, you gotta-
together.
You know what? For purpose of just because of that reason, yeah, it is an excuse. Because like, God
It seems
damn,
like it could be.
dude, it's so fucking good. You gotta use like you can't use like fucking Aunt Jemima, like whatever bullshit syrup and stuff like. You get
Okay.
some real like from Vermont or New Hampshire maple syrup. Like get it from fucking
Maybe Canada?
Northeast. Yeah, shit like that. Like up there where they do it right. Get that because it even just kicks it to another fucking
A
level.
lot of people don't know this, but Pat's he knows a lot about maple, a lot about syrup.
Yeah,
He's been sipping on that scissor
forever.
since he was a
Hell,
child.
when I'm having a long week, sometimes I'll take some syrup and just throw it in my hair.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
That's a lot of people don't know that about Pat.
Yeah.
So it is just. I always felt like it was just like somebody was really hungry and the only thing that they had was chicken and waffles stuff.
I never
available,
had it.
So that was why they made that a meal.
I never had it until I started working at the restaurant, and like it's so fucking good. Dude.
Yeah.
You got to get it sometime. Like you just think like, oh yeah, chicken's good, waffles are good. Like that'll be a good mixture. You don't realize how fucking good it is until you have it. Like all the flavors just work so well together, and it like you can't help yourself. Once you get it once, you're like, all right, I'm a chicken and waffles guy now.
Maybe I'll have to be like Bobby Jokes and I'll have to film it and review it like Bobby Jokes
You
did.
should.
Have you ever had it, Bobby Jokes?
No, I have not.
We're gonna have to go get chicken and waffles now.
You know, maybe next week, if I remember, I'll bring some by from the restaurant.
Right.
You'll
'Cause, like,
remember.
We have our own
won't
like
remember,
Belgian
remember.
waffle maker, so like it makes a waffle that's like that fucking thick,
Which is great for people
yeah,
listening.
they get that one that big around.
Wow.
Did you bring mac and cheese this week?
I didn't bring it this week. I'll bring you some next week though, because like ours too for
It's
the chicken and
delightful.
waffles. We actually put a layer of cheese grits in between the chicken and waffle too before the syrup goes on top. But like I'll just put that on the side so like you get the pure just chicken and waffle
right.
flavor.
Well, I'm down. Okay. So that was Daniel Tom Chesson. So it is just an excuse to mix syrup with chicken. That's your official answer. All right. Good question, Daniel.
You skip Sean.
I did. I noticed that, but I was gonna not mention it, so I didn't seem like I fucked up. But now, way to go, asshole. We'll
Well,
cut
I mean,
that.
it's
We'll
not
cut
really
that.
skipping them. It's just kind of just whatever order they get thrown on the sheet.
Sean Comets says, "For real though, what is the shape of water? Like, what shape is water? I guess is what he means.
Yeah. Hinting to
From like the
shape of
movie,
water,
what the shape of water that won the Oscar for I think Best Picture. Best Picture. Yeah, it did.
Water's bullshit, man. It doesn't.
What
it
shape
won't
is
even
water
stick to
though?
a shape, man.
But what shape? It's whatever shape you allow it to be.
For me, the shape that I prefer is I've got molds of ice cubes that look like the Death Star. So that's the shape of water for me.
But that's ice.
Yeah, but it's frozen water.
But it's ice though.
But it's frozen water.
See, now I read the book, obviously, luckily for you guys, and a little fun fact. You know the show Catfish, how it was like, catfish were just put there to keep people going, and you were the person that kept this lady going. That's why you're her catfish, and that's how we got a whole show named after that. The shape of water is just basically like water's all around you, no matter who you are.
It's love.
Love is all around you. And whoever you are, whether you like a fish or a mute or a deaf or whatever she was, or she's Helen Keller, I think is who.
No, because
starred-
Helen Keller was
No, it
blind
was-
and deaf.
No, but Helen Keller was who loved the Monster Man in the movie, and that's a fact. I definitely checked that. And so like you could be Helen Keller and the water monster from Shape of Water, but like love is around you, you know.
So that's where we're going with the shape of water.
So
is
that's
love.
pretty much.
It's love, man.
That's which isn't a shape, so it would be a heart.
No, because water doesn't
No,
have a shape either. It
obviously-
is love.
But like love would be a heart, if you had to pick a shape for love, right, Bobby?
What's the
Judge?
shape of hate?
Ooh, like an
The
X.
swastika?
Ooh, that's it. That's a good answer. I would say
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Shape of hate is
Swastika.
swastika. Shape of love is a heart.
So what shape
So
is
shape of
water?
water is a heart.
Water is a heart.
There you go.
Look at us, scientific answerers.
Breaking it down.
Tracy Mitchell writes in and says, "Why is Wile E. Coyote remembered for his violence and not his incredibly realistic paintings of tunnels?" It's a very good point here.
Wait, does it count as incredibly realistic if it never fools the Roadrunner but constantly fools himself? Oh, yeah. Because he forgets how good he did it. It's so good. Man, that's a good one.
You know?
God, I don't-
Like, have you ever washed your car so good that like it almost looks like your window's down?
Yeah.
It's like that, but painting.
You know, I think it's though because he didn't only paint the tunnels.
But now, like,
He
I
did a
used to
lot
think
of
it was
violence.
like a whole crock of shit that, like, yeah, nobody could really paint that convincing. But have you seen all those like ground murals where it's like it makes it look like the floor's falling away and people are like, oh no?
Have you ever seen that post online too, where somebody did a tunnel like that, and it was obviously it was at night, and somebody fucking ran into it?
No.
Like it was in a parking lot. It was the side of, and they turned to go out of the parking lot in the wrong way, and they fucking like hit their car into
So
it.
it was maybe Wile E. Coyote painted it.
Might have been
That
Wile E.
could have been
Coyote.
the old Wile E. Coyote.
You know what the answer is? It's because people always want to focus on the negative.
It really is. It really is, because the mainstream media doesn't want to let you know that Wiley is a great father to his 2 baby coyotes and Mrs. Coyote.
Yeah.
That he brings home the bacon, and if this pesky fucking roadrunner that didn't pay his taxes would just abide by societal rules, then we wouldn't have issues like this.
That's true.
People don't think about it.
We're just a negative species, man. People want to focus on the negative and not the positive.
You know? Like, Wiley, why is he trying to kill the road? Like, has anybody ever thought about, like, what's Wiley's side of the story? No.
He's just trying to bring home a dinner to his family.
You fucking Roadrunner sympathizer motherfuckers. I'm sick of it. I'm Team Wiley. I'm Team Coyote all the time. Let's watch cartoons again now. Like, when I'm not watching soccer in my spare time,
You wake up
I'm
early
gonna
enough
start
to do
watching
it.
cartoons, and I'm just rooting Wiley. Now, I know how it goes, but I'm going to start watching some game film, seeing what we can do to improve it. Maybe me, you, and Wiley can, like, figure out some shit.
And we can get that Roadrunner so he can bring home a nice meal to his little 2 coyotes.
So Wiley Coyote is remembered for his violence and not his paintings of realistic-looking tunnels, because the mainstream media just tells you what they want.
Lamestream media.
The lamestream media, right? That's what it is. That's a good question.
I like that
Tracy.
one. That
That's
was
the
good.
best question so far. Now, I thought the water one was really good. This one's good too. All right, John. No last name, just John writes in and says, "Which is worse, a donkey exchange student, a foreign donkey student, or a foreign exchange donkey? Oh, wait, no. Or he gives us a 4th choice. Or an ass named Roy." So let me repeat this again. Which is worse, a donkey exchange student, a foreign donkey student, a foreign exchange donkey, or an ass named Roy?
I don't even know what the fuck is going on with this question.
No such thing as a stupid question.
I feel like there's shit behind this question
This
that
would
he
piss
didn't
Chris
give
off.
us.
Yeah, I feel like we need more info.
I'm gonna go with foreign exchange donkey.
Which is worse?
Yes.
What about an ass named Roy? Like, I mean, like, a donkey doesn't talk. I
Well,
feel like I can avoid a donkey.
What's the difference between a donkey exchange student and a foreign exchange donkey?
Well, a donkey
Is the foreign exchange not a student? But like we're not
a donkey
exchanging
exchange
people.
student is obviously a donkey that is from, like, say you went to Connecticut to go to school from Texas.
That's not foreign exchange.
You're just
though.
not foreign. You're domestic.
Okay.
You're like, I guess instead. Obviously, everybody knows that.
Okay, that actually
That's
makes no
a
sense.
clear difference between donkey exchange students and foreign exchange donkeys. Now, a foreign exchange donkey is really just a donkey that you've taken from one country to another country. It doesn't have to be studying anything.
And then a foreign donkey
So a
student
foreign
is
donkey
just
student
somebody
is
from a different country
a
who's
donkey
studying.
from a different
That would be
different
college.
country
That
studying.
would be
Yeah.
college. They're just coming from a different country to study. And then you just have some.
this question?
Then you just have an ass named Roy.
And like nobody likes an ass named Roy.
No.
Like honestly though, like if you sent me a
Roy, you're being an ass.
So just going through, just like we're starting at the beginning. This is how we run through them. A donkey exchange student. So like, hey, this donkey's here, and it's a foreign exchange student. And you're like, oh, okay. It's like Arthur, you
No, it's
know
just
how
a
they were
donkey
animals.
exchange student. It's not a donkey foreign exchange.
But a donkey exchange student. Yeah, you're right. So he's domestic.
It's just a donkey from Texas
See,
trying to learn what donkeys do.
I would
up
also
in North
think
Carolina.
maybe it's like Arthur, where they were like aardvarks and shit. So my friend is also a donkey.
Then we
that
got a
might be one.
foreign donkey student.
But like a donkey exchange student, like you see, like, oh, a donkey is in my class. This is kind of tight. Like I'm not that upset about it.
I'd actually be pretty cool with that.
You know, as
That'd
long
be
as I have to
dope.
sit behind them because I hear they kick.
Yeah, and
like-
also, and if they shit in the middle of class, that wouldn't be cool.
And I just don't want to be right
but like
by
to
'em.
have a donkey in class,
That's
be cool.
cool. Yeah, that's cool.
Dude, donkeys are tight, dude. My dad's neighbor has one named Blue. I go up and pet him all the time.
That's
Feed him
badass.
carrots. He's
That's
a good
badass. So a foreign donkey student. Now this is obviously a donkey from a foreign land that's come over and that is a student with you.
dude. It's just the same
Another
thing.
thing.
It's just a donkey from another country.
Everybody
but-
loved Fez. Just put Fez in a donkey's body. Done.
There you go. Boom.
Just
Still
like that.
him.
Fez from that 70s show as a donkey. And a foreign exchange donkey.
Now that one's not in class with you, but it's just a foreign donkey
That's
that
just
you
a donkey-
exchanged
yeah.
your donkey for, but it's still
He
helping
came
you
from a
out doing
Swedish
the donkey
farm.
duties.
He's now on your farm.
And they're helping
in
you
the
out.
States.
So
Which is
I'm
very
cool with
helpful.
that.
And then an ass named Roy. I gotta go Roy.
Yeah, fuck you,
I gotta
Roy.
say,
You're being an
fuck
ass.
you, Roy. Why are you being an ass? Bobby jokes?
See, I'm taking it to the next level when I say a foreign exchange donkey, because you know how like
What is this? This question's so weird.
no hear me out. You know, like you can't take like fruits or something in certain countries because you don't want like the diseases or whatever. That's like whatever. That's how it is with the donkey. I don't want whatever diseases that country has
Whoa.
into
Whoa.
America first.
Whoa.
Remember?
America first, every other place is the
shit,
worst.
He might have just turned me. No, I'm still going with the ass named Roy. Roy being an ass. Donkeys are cool. I like donkeys. So
I never met
anyway,
a donkey I don't like.
anyway, I get to hang out with a donkey. I'm pretty cool with it.
Fucking Democrats.
God damn it,
Get
you
it?
might have just
Get
turned me
it?
too.
Get it? Maybe was it a political joke?
Maybe we just completely missed this.
Like
whole
was
thing.
I feel like that John had like this because it made like this was actually it turned into a decent question.
John knew how off topic we can get and was like, this one's gonna fuck him up.
he really made us think.
Great question, John. I'm gonna go with the ass
Is it
named Roy.
great?
Yeah, because
intriguing.
initially we had no idea what's going on and we just did 5 minutes on donkeys.
That's true. Yeah, and exchange students.
Yeah. And broke down the
I mean,
differences.
we logistically broke it down. So yeah, that's what we do here.
Good question.
I
I'm
told
gonna
you
go
we're
with the
gonna
ass
answer.
named Roy.
We're gonna answer every question.
You're going ass named Roy?
Ass named Roy. Bobby
Ass named
jokes.
Roy wins.
I'm still going with the foreign exchange donkey.
All right.
Racist.
Well, yeah. What is it when you're afraid of immigrants? Xenophobic. There you go. Xenophobe. All
I don't
right.
think that makes you afraid of immigrants. You just prefer your country and want to help it.
I used to think it was being patriotic.
God damn it. I love
Kenny
East Out
Powers.
Down. Kenny Powers is the man.
All right. Our final question of the week comes from Mark Palermo. Palermo sounds cool. I think it's like a.
I think it's Palermo, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's Palermo. Let's go
right.
Palermo. He says, just got my taxes done, and it got me to thinking, should you trust an accountant that refuses to flimsy up the numbers? And he put those in quotes. Now, this seems like a lawyer. Like, would you trust a lawyer that blank? I feel like maybe he, like, it's tax season.
Yeah.
Maybe, like, send us your, would you trust an accountant that blank?
I'm
Questions.
going to go with yes, just because anyone that refuses to, I also feel like a guy that's just like, yeah, I'll fuck, I'll mess up the shit. He might also be messing up to get himself some on the side. He might know some tricks
if
to
he's
take
like-
some of your money for him.
Like, I wouldn't say go with the guy that, like, wants to, like, yeah, expense that cup of coffee. Like, I wouldn't say, like, go with that guy.
Yeah.
But like maybe you could flimsy up the numbers.
But
But I
also-
do like what you say. That's a good point. Where it's just like this guy knows what he's
He
doing.
might be sketchy
He doesn't
if
want me to
he's
get fucked later.
Also, he might get you a little bit more money out of it, but he's going to take a higher percentage, so
And-
you might get less in the long
But he's
run.
gonna get your respect.
I go with
And
TurboTax.
where do we value that at?
I go with TurboTax because I don't want to talk to another person. So I just let TurboTax do the thing, and I take what I get.
You don't have to do any of the math, huh?
No, I just plug my shit in. It tells me what I get, and there we go. We run with it. Then I figure out what I can maybe flimsy in there myself.
Okay.
The TurboTax will allow
I've
me.
always H&R blocked.
Like driving to work and shit like that, or if you use your car for a company, log in those miles.
TV, because I have to watch it for the podcast.
See, you might not want to actually talk to an accountant for shit like that because they could help you out on that.
I have to talk about news for my job.
Do you use an accountant or do you use like TurboTax?
I use H&R block.
Okay, so but like online or do you go in?
I just go in. and I
Okay,
take
well,
all
so
my
good.
shit.
So you got a guy, and they can point out like, well, you do this for
I don't
work.
have a
you can
guy.
use
I
this.
find a guy every
Yeah,
day.
a guy, but they can be like, well, you do
I don't
all
have like
this and this and
when
this.
I go
for
to like
work.
Steve.
all the
I'm like,
miles
oh,
that you have
oh,
to
hey,
drive to like when you go down to Kima and shit, you can log that into your miles because that's traveling for work.
What if I just don't pay taxes?
You're a public figure, so I wouldn't.
I don't know.
recommend
Al
that.
Capone got away with it for a long time.
Yeah, and then he didn't,
Well,
and then he died in jail.
we just got to start like a mafia.
No, we gotta
Actually,
get a
that
cult.
still didn't work
We,
for
we,
him.
we gotta
We're in
get,
a cult.
We gotta get the cult going first.
We gotta
then
get.
we
You're
can
right.
do
You're
a
right.
mafia.
You're right. We can't get. We're a
You don't-
soccer fan club now.
It's like they tell you on Shark Tank. You don't want to branch out too far
You're
too
right.
quick.
You're right. We're soccer and cult soccer team.
Yeah.
Really is what we need to start. Intramural sports. We're gonna start doing that.
The
We'll
Houston
figure it
Gravies.
out. Yep. I
like
like
it.
that. That's a good one. All right, so everybody go buy your West Ham gear. I think we're gonna have to come up with a West Ham inspired shirt. We'll figure something out. I don't know. What colors are West Ham?
Blue and red, if I remember correctly.
We're gonna see. Hold on. I think I still have that open. It looks like we're like maroon and blue. So
That was close.
Those
I
are,
knew it
those
was a
are
dark
solid
red.
colors. Those are solid colors. All right. So those
Pass the bubbles.
past the bubbles. That's a good one. So that was it. I guess that was the podcast. Pass the Gravy 217.
Nice and streamlined.
Come and gone. Yeah, it was pretty quick. We did it in like what are we at right now? An hour and 20 minutes. That's not bad at all. Bobby jokes.
That's a record for us.
This is like editing. Like you're done editing this in like a minute.
Yeah, it'll go by really quick.
Yeah. He's always like, you guys went 2.5 hours, assholes. I have to edit all of that. Fuck you. But now it's way shorter. So we're just going to go a little longer. Is that cool? You can give us like 30 more minutes? I had some stuff I felt like maybe it's like, bouncing off
Just going to
Pat.
sit here and vamp like David Letterman for a while.
No, so like I said, that was answers. If you want to submit questions for the answer segment, answers@passthegradepod.com. Tweet us at passthegradepod. I'm at Alex J. Middleton. Pat is at not Pat Dion, and Robert is at Robert Barbosa 03. Also, if you want to be a pal, we'd really appreciate it if you would please give us a 5-star review on the iTunes. Roast us, talk some shit, say whatever you want on the review. You don't have to write anything necessarily. You
Keep
can just
sending your
5-star.
medical questions.
Yeah.
We're not going to do it every week, but
when we get enough, we'll do that. Are we doing future news next week? We'll do future news next week. Let's do that, and then go West Ham. We're a West Ham podcast now, so thank you for listening to your official West Ham podcast. And until next week, you guys go out there and pass the motherfucking gravy, bitches.